Thank you, Ramdas ji, for that introduction. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our panel for today. And can I please call upon our wonderful speakers, Kushagra ji, Janni ji, and Kushal ji, to join me as well on the dais. Great. Now that we're all here, I'd just like to take you all through, a very small introduction of what I think the panel can give us and what we can hope to take away from it. The topic for the panel is transforming Hindu entrepreneurship and developing economic leadership. This is not simply an intellectual topic that we discuss around, around coffee or an armchair. It is a clarion call to action, and it is a mandate, effectively, for Hindu youth. Because if this mandate is not seen through, we will not be able to sustain the Hindu resurgence movement that we have seen in the last day or two, and hope we will continue to see in the future as well. To sustain that Hindu resurgence, the Hindu youth needs to be economically empowered. That is the bare minimum that needs to be done for us to even have a shot at Hindu resurgence. How do we do that? Well, more specifically, if I had to break it down, it would be a very simple clarion call. Dharmic economic growth for dharmic might. It's as simple as that. Dharmic economic growth that then translates into dharmic might. Why does this matter? Let's take an example. Well, Hindus in the UK we have the second highest median income in the country. It's around £277,000 a year, which is the second highest median income of any religious group or any community. Did that stop us from being attacked at Leicester? Did that stop our temples from being vandalized? Our identity being questioned, our beliefs being threatened, and our very livelihoods and lives being threatened? It did not. We have, over the years, as a community, gained a lot of economic strength, which is an achievement in itself and should be celebrated and needs to continue and grow even more. Along with that, what needs to come is economic leverage. Right now, our economy is siloed, it is dissipated, and especially among the youth, it's disintegrated. We need to find ways to bring it together, to make it more streamlined in a way that actually meaningfully, tangibly benefits Hindu Samaj. And this is not a matter of opinion of mine. Acharya Chanakya has also said, it's a very famous quote of his, one whose knowledge is confined to books and whose wealth is in the possession of others can use neither knowledge nor wealth when the need for them arises. If we don't have dominion and if we don't have leverage over our own wealth and economy, they are going to be of no help to us for the Hindu resurgence or for our own establishment as a Hindu Samaj. There are so many things, that we can do to achieve this, or so many pathways that we can take to move forward. But largely, if I had to break it down, and even very specifically bring it to the topic for today, it's effectively a twofold approach. First is, of course, as the session topic would suggest, is to grow our own economic might and to grow our own economic strength. And for that, we are sitting on a literal and metaphoric treasure trove of knowledge, of history, creative tradition, business tradition, and so much Hindu heritage that has been completely untapped. And that is ripe for us to make use of, ripe for us to dive deep into, and then come out at the other end with entrepreneurship and businesses and economic models that are infused with a dharmic flavor and a strong dharmic foundation as well. And once we do that, then it's the next and very crucial step of actually leveraging that growth for the Hindu Samaj and its benefit. Because, I gave the example of Leicester, but that's not the only place that this has happened. We see this all the time in America, Canada. Kushagraji is here from Canada, and he'll elaborate on this more as well. But, UK is not the only example, and it's also not the most heartbreaking example, unfortunately. So we see this all over the world with the Hindu Samaj. And I think, therefore, the action steps that we need to take are abundantly clear. So coming to the actual event, which is our speakers, we have a wonderful panel prepared for you all today. And all three of our speakers come from three very different backgrounds. They will be talking about three very different topics and coming at economy and entrepreneurship from three very different angles. And that is on purpose, because we hope that through this diverse perspective, through these diverse perspectives on economy, we can try and work together and forge a path forward, and a path that works for all of us, and find the right way that benefits all of us together, and individually and as a Samaj as well.